Hey, you know what you should do? We gave, so Giants sponsors us. We gave the boys that Giants bucket behind you full of seeds. Steal a couple of them if you want. I'm sure those guys wouldn't mind. Welcome back to the Beyond the Spotlight podcast hosted by myself. My name is Jack.
And Maiden.
Today we have Noah here with us. Welcome to the show, Noah.
How's it going?
Dude, good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
Good. Before we get started, thank you to our sponsors, Appy Hour, All Soccer Meats, Giant Snacks, and Brushmark Signs. Today we have Noah Brettschneider here, owner of Maverick Car Detailing, which is a specialist company in exotic and high-end car detailing. He's known for his incredible work on some of the most luxurious vehicles out of there and for pulling a hilarious prank on Big Ken from Cboys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Noah Brettschneider.
Woo! Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Those are well-known highlights. Now let's get beyond the spotlight. How's it going today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Good. You're detailing a car today?
So we're taking care of Evan's new Lamborghini that the Cboys gifted him. We're gonna get it all protected, taken care of, get any scratches, and just kind of give it a refresh, make it look new again.
So you're like the resident detailer around here?
I don't know if I can claim the title yet. I'm hoping to. I want to be the go-to guy. Maybe one more trip and we'll get a shirt or something that says it.
There you go. So you're an entrepreneur. How old are you right now?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years
Yep.
old. Okay. So did you graduate high school in like 23?
No. So I kind of went around it a weird way. So
Okay.
I went to a really small private Christian school for I think like 3 grades, and then I was homeschooled all before that. And then I left either my 10th grade year or my 11th grade year, and I just finished online, got my diploma because school is just not my thing at all. I don't do school.
So did you work on your business while you were doing online school then?
Yeah. So we did. Well, not really online school because I did either like a grade or whatever. I just wrapped it up in the summer.
Oh,
Pretty much
gotcha.
got my diploma. But no, I would work on the business while I was at school, and then it'd be like, yeah, no, nobody was too fond of it.
And you got right into detailing? Is that...
No, so I originally started with a couple businesses. I kind of was trying to see which ones worked and which ones didn't. My first one is I flipped shoes. I kind of got on the tail end of that hype where like you'd buy some cool shoes and flip them, but I just wasn't old enough to like go drive anywhere or do anything. So that didn't work out very well. I did that with 2 of my buddies. And then I did pressure washing for a really long time.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. So you had a pressure washing business, which Aiden had in a way. Because I
had a pressure washing.
Yep.
And then I have a car detailing business, and
Yeah,
that's what you
exactly.
had now,
Those
so.
are like kind of the 3 that you can kind of get into at a young age. I mean, you go bring a wagon or something, go pressure wash some driveways. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did that for a little while. I made a lot of money for like a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Not in a sense now, but doing a couple driveways in some nice neighborhoods, and then I got out of it. Going in the business, insurance was going to be expensive, and if you don't have a passion for it, it's like you don't want to be pressure washing gunk off driveways for the rest of your life. So
Right. So how'd you transition then into car detailing?
I don't really like working like a 9 to 5. I worked at a couple spots. Like I worked at Chick-fil-A. I've worked at a cemetery for like pets.
What? Hold on, a pet cemetery?
Yeah, that was a crazy part of my life. So
How long did you work there, and what'd you do?
I worked there for about 6 months, I think. We would go and like pick up animals. We'd bring them to like the place, then you cremate them, then you like give the person the ashes or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you bury it, and it's like that was a crazy period of life.
I don't know how old you were, but you're that young and you're like,
Yeah.
here's a job opening, and you just chose that, or what?
Well, so my parents own a company, and the people that own that company, my parents own a campground in Michigan.
Okay.
And Woodchip Campground. Shout out to Woodchip Campground. And so they get all their water bottles made by the same person that owns the cemetery.
Okay.
So they kind of connected me. The guy's a really good guy.
Sure.
So I got into like a pretty high paying job at 18, so I was able to cash flow a lot of
So
things.
it was at least high paying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't
Can
do
you
that.
share just because I'm curious?
I think I made 20 an hour.
At the time.
At 18,
Yeah.
So, or I started there when I was 17. So, like 20 an hour at 17 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
To me at least. So.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so now when did what was after that, or when did you get?
So
into
then I worked for my uncle.
car detailing?
Cleaning, tool and die. Do you know what tool and die is? So you're pretty much making parts for vehicles to make other parts. Like he'd make like a press, or he'd make like a stamp. You'd stamp some metal. It's gonna form it into whatever's gonna go in the car. Like let's say you're gonna use like a bottom seat, kind of like that barrel. So I would just clean around his shop, and then I started detailing cars on the side, like just for family and friends. My grandparents had a garage that was like fully outfitted for. My grandpa's a pretty big car guy. He was what got me into cars, but. I'd film my content doing like details and stuff, and I found some like pretty high-end clients right away. So I was able to make money from that.
How did you get, like, what was that process?
Getting high clients?
Yeah, or are you in an area where there's a lot of them?
Yeah, so I'm fortunate to live in a pretty nice area. There's a lot of, it's a little bit more like publicized, maybe not publicized. It's a more populated word.
Yeah, sure.
Than we're like around here. So I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So there's like, a couple 100,000 people in that city, and then, from that, other spots. So I would just walk up to people. There's an Audi. I remember, this is a perfect story. There's an Audi sitting right on the corner of this guy's house, right next to my parents' campground. Mm-hmm. Super nice, super clean, like S6. And I walked over to it, and it was for sale. It's like, hey, look, let me wash this for free. I'll go ahead and clean it up. I'll make some videos with it. And then you have a clean car to post.
Yeah.
He never got back to my text, but then I saw him out there with a Hellcat, and he was like wiping it down. So I walked over, I talked to him, I was like, hey, I'll clean this for free, I'll wash it all up, get it looking good, then you can sell it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he let me do that, liked it so much, then I did his Hellcat, and then his buddy's Trackhawk, and then he's kind of progressed into doing all of his friends' cars, and now, like, I still do his cars to this day. He's a cool guy.
Wow.
Sean.
When was that?
It got to be when I first started. I'd say like at the beginning of 2023, maybe.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a couple of years.
Yeah, now. I've had the detailing business for I think 3 years now.
Dude,
so
that's wild. I started mine in February of 2023.
That's probably February.
Or no, sorry, 2022. But
okay.
anyways,
yeah.
So are you mostly focusing on exotic cars then, or do you do other ones as well?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a growing game. You can do high-end cars, but high-end cars aren't going to come in the winter. You know what I mean? Like, no, Jerry's not getting out his Lambo when it's snowing outside.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to pick and choose. A lot of the vehicles that we do are like mom cars, but
yeah, dude, it's the worst.
The dude's got money. The husband's got money, so his mom's not whipping a minivan. She's whipping a like Escalade V or Tesla Model X or whatever.
Sure.
So we do get higher end cars in that sense of like we've done some pretty high end SUVs, but they're still trash because they've got kids and stuff. So I'll take any job, but it's just high end pricing because our work's high end.
Sure. Is it just you, or do you have employees?
Yeah, so we kind of have like a little system going. I have one full-time employee. His name is Nick, super good guy. He pretty much is our shop manager. So he cleans all the cars. Well, not all the cars, but he cleans the cars, works with the process of talking to the customers, make sure that the shop's all dialed, make sure that we have the stuff that we need, and then, help me with any higher-end jobs like ceramic coatings or paint corrections. And then we have a filmer who... It's kind of like a weird situation, but we'll call him and he'll come shoot. So he doesn't really work for us, but he does.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like on and up. Yeah. So then he does all of our editing, filming and stuff like that. And then we kind of just if like one of my buddies needs some hours, like on the weekend, come clean a car or whatever. But 2 people can get a lot done. So.
How many cars are you doing a day?
It just varies. Like you can do, 3 details a day, or you can do half of a paint correction. So like on average,
Sure.
I'd say we get like 1 car done, like a full interior exterior detail with like a wax or something, and then we'll do work on another project. So like a ceramic coating for us takes around 3 days. So then we'll work on that project too.
And you mentioned shop manager. So do you have a shop then, a location?
Yeah. So we have a pretty dialed location in our area, Byron Center, and I got it for a steal. Like you wouldn't be able to get it for what I got it for. But it was like trash. We had to do a full renovation, like taking off walls, taking out, the dude had like wallpaper. We had to take off wallpaper, which is just such a terrible process. Took out all of his old trash and stuff, pretty much gutted the shop and then put everything back on together, make it dialed. I really take pride in like the stuff that I have where I work, because if I'm gonna go there every single day, I want to at least to enjoy being there. So like I took the time, got the lighting, decked it out, made sure that everything looks super good. Like you want to take a picture there. It's nice. And And we just closed on the unit right next to us, which is double the size of that shop. So I'm going through that whole wonderful process again of renovating another shop. So
how does that work? Are you just saving revenue from old jobs and then that's how you're able to do it? Or did you have some sort of investment in the beginning that was an outside investment?
Yeah, so I run completely debt-free. I don't have any debt, besides my parents, but it's a little bit different. I don't have any debt to the bank. My dad's a business owner, so he's a big help, with just advice, and he's one of my biggest mentors, sharing stuff, helping me with his money, and just like helping me kind of kickstart the business. But as of right now, you kind of just like learn a system of like, okay, our overhead for a month might be like $3,000. So you just got to make $3,000 in a week. And then, all the rest is just profit. So you just kind of figure out, we had like a nice savings and then it just gets dumped into the new shop and it's like, whatever. You just got to make sure you can
It's
keep it
growing.
afloat.
Yeah,
Exactly. You got to take risks. I think risks is like one of the biggest things because if you're scared to do something, it's like you're not going to do it all the way. Like if you're scared, like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work. Or I don't know. You just got to, the best way to grow something is spend like you got unlimited money. You might as well just spend it because
Dude, I love the advice from the two guests so far here today.
It's gonna come back eventually.
Yes.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
Jack thinks we can just buy everything with the pod, but that's all right.
Yep.
As long as you've got, clients or could go make a phone call and be like, hey man, like let's get this car in, let's do a ceramic coating. I'll do it for a couple $100 less. As long as you could call someone and get some money within, a couple days, you're fine. You'll make it.
So you mentioned you just are in the process of getting this next unit.
Yep.
What are your plans with that? Because right now you have one employee.
Yeah.
So are you going to try and expand and get more coming in?
Yep. So I've got one shop now. The shop fits like 3 cars if you're jamming them in there. But it's got like a super nice office space, nice employee loft. This new one is about double the space, but it doesn't have the, office, which is perfect because we already have one.
Yeah.
So we're going to deck it all out. We're going to do pretty much what we did to the last shop, a little bit of a different scheme. But there'll be 2 bays in there for like interior, exteriors, and then like a bay for maybe polishing or something. And then the shop that we have now, because it is super nice, we're just going to make it a clean bay. So if we're doing PPF, paint protection film, or ceramic coatings, or anything like that, maybe tinting eventually, we'll have it in that bay. That way there's no cross contaminants of dust or whatever.
So you haven't expanded into tinting yet?
No, not yet. It
feels like every detail shop does tinting and whatever else, like just like other accessory stuff.
You just want to have more revenues, more ways of making more money, more revenues. Not more revenues.
Revenue streams.
Yeah, revenue streams. I want to be like the guy like, oh dude, like where'd you get the tint done? Oh, Mavericks. Oh, you don't want to be known as the detail shop. You don't want to be known as the tinting shop that does detailing. You want to be known as the tinting shop that does detailing, that does audio, that does this. Because if your main base is detailing, you can root off to other avenues.
Right.
But like, you wouldn't go get your car detailed by the guy that does tints.
Right.
So
No,
you
that
just got
makes
to
sense.
figure out how to hire the right people and have the right setup.
What are some of those cars that like you just dread doing? Because I have a list that I'm like...
No, I got you. Toyotas, oh my goodness. Toyota carpets have got to be the worst engineered carpets in the world.
Yeah.
Toyota right there with like Honda, that back part of Honda carpets are just so garbage.
Nissan, I think.
Nissan
At least,
is
like
up there.
the older ones that get used a bunch, just terrible.
Yeah, no, dude.
Usually it's carpets. Everything else is like pretty.
Everything
Dodge,
else is pretty
I hate
easy.
Dodge's plastics, but besides Dodge's plastics, like the carpets and everything else are fine. But if it has good carpet, like usually the rest of the car is pretty standard.
It's pretty easy.
Or like the Yukons that have like the bench seat in the middle, so you got to try and get
Lift up
those.
those are annoying too. Yeah. I just think carpets are the biggest thing that slow you down because if you have,
For sure.
you can do, whether if the dash is, got a ton of dust on it or no dust, you're still wiping it down.
Right.
So it's like if the carpets are, I don't know, just super dirty, it's like,
Huge thank you to Giant Snacks for sponsoring this week's episode.
From sunflower seeds, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, and cashews, Giants has all the great snacks you need.
Check out some of the great flavors that they offer, from sweet Thai chili all the way to their newest flavor, Taco Tuesday. Seriously, guys, it is the best. There's a reason why they're in every MLB dugout.
It's available online or in stores near you. Go check out their taco flavor. Thank you again, Giant Snacks, for being our main sponsor.
Let's get back to the podcast.
You remember when we were in Tampa the other day and I downloaded that app? I can't remember what it's called.
Was it Happy Hour?
They just sent me a notification. $2 beers at the Rusty Lantern down in Tampa.
No way. That's a great deal.
That is an insane deal, but we're back in Minnesota. There's no way like we take a private jet, fly to Tampa just for this deal, right?
With me, I know we gon' beat the odds. Counterfeit. Guess it from the thought of it. People fake. Think they need to start a kid. Tryna be real. This right here to start a kid.
Download Happy Hour, link in description.
The Grand Rapids car scene it's pretty unmatched.
It
I
seems
guess
nuts
Probably
from
the
you.
Michigan car scene. GR car scene, you got a lot of racers, but like Birmingham, Michigan, like SVJs, hypercars, like that's like 2 hours away from me. I don't get any business from Birmingham, but there's money over there. Detroit has money. Like we've got
That's
a
crazy.
couple Bugattis there. So
Wow.
hopefully I can venture that way a little bit and bring some of those back.
What are some of your favorite cars you have detailed?
So, favorite cars I've detailed, I really like the Porsche. We had a gentleman spec Porsche, like 911 Turbo Carrera or whatever. That was super nice. It was a nice drive. I don't know, just like we've done like Lambos, those Cboys Lamborghinis, those were fun to detail. We have a client with a Hellcat that's pretty clean.
Dude, just so many like
Yeah, there's
so
just
expensive. Okay, I do
there's
have a
a
question
lot
for
of
you.
them. Yeah.
Have you ever like messed something up on?
Yeah.
I
This-
mean, I personally have on like mom cars, but
Yep.
like it's like
No, so this just happened. This is a perfect time for it. So we had a Lamborghini Urus come in. It has, it's been to like all the other detail shops for PPF, one detail shop for tint, one detail shop for like trim coatings. So like it's been out there. It came into the shop and we did the ceramic on the PPF because, we're just the best.
Yeah.
So we put the ceramic on, and the piece of PPF that we put up ceramic on, it got damaged. So then he went and got a new piece of PPF. What happens when you get a new piece of PPF? You need a new piece of ceramic or new ceramic applied. So I wasn't going to do the whole car again. So we just bring it in, we wash it, we clean it, we put tape on all the pieces that we don't need the ceramic on. Well, I didn't know that the trim had just been epoxied or had just been painted like 2 weeks later, two weeks
Sure.
earlier. So I wouldn't have put tape on it if I'd known that. So as soon as we pulled that tape off, it just ripped it off, went right back
Oh,
to
no.
that trim. But
Oof.
I'm pretty connected with all the other detailers in the area. So I just reached out to the guy who did it, and I was like, hey, like I just messed this up. Like, how soon can you get me in? You want to make sure that making a mistake is one thing. It's like, it's all right. The client knows that something might happen. It's
Yeah.
a risk that you take when you get a job done at a detail shop. The biggest thing is like the aftercare. Like, are you making sure that the client's taken care of? Are you going to make sure that it's all done? Like, so we brought the Lamborghini to the other detail shop, got it, redone, and then we put it right back in his driveway. And then obviously, you hook him up with a free detail or something
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make
My-
him happy.
Yeah, it's how do you react? How do you
Yeah,
respond
exactly.
to making that mistake?
Yeah.
my version of that would be I had a little mom car, like an Acadia.
Yeah.
And I used to take the seats out a lot more. I don't do that much anymore. But just scratch the shit out of the plastic as I was taking it out. And
Okay.
had to buy a new piece.
Buy
And
a
it
new
was
piece.
fine. But it's just funny, like the difference in the exotic
Yep.
game where it's like your risk is like so high when you're trying
Yeah.
to.
Well, yeah, and you pay insurance for it. Yeah.
So how'd you get into detailing with the guys here?
Yeah, so one of my buddies like just either saw one of Dalton's videos or like watched him or whatever, and he was like, "Hey, like this was when I was kind of getting into like doing more content with the detailing business." He's like, "Hey, you should have this guy come out and do like a video." So I was like, "Okay." So I looked at his Instagram page, and he's all the way over here, and I'm all the way over in Michigan, so it's like never really worked. But I was like, I'll save his number. Well, his number is attached to his Instagram like a long time ago. So I like saved his number just to like, maybe we get like a crazy car and it's worth it to like fly him out, do like a whole video shoot. But then he like started building his truck and I was like, oh dude, it'd be kind of cool to like go out there, ceramic coat it for the content, like, just make that connection as well. So eventually I like called him, introduced myself. I was like, hey, like this is where I got your number. It'd be cool. Like let's ceramic coat your truck sometime. Well, he was just about to get a new wrap on his truck, like the new build. It was just around that time. So he got it back, and then I went ahead and was like, yeah, like let's ceramic coat it. So I came down, we ceramic coat that one, got it super dialed. The water just drips right off, nice and protected.
Yeah.
And then, so Micah was like, yeah, like we just got a new truck. Why don't you do that one? So I did that one. And then while I was here, we did the giveaway Lamborghini Urus. And then washed like Ryan's car. We washed like all the cars besides Ken's and Evan's. We'll just say we just washed. Then we just washed. Just washed all the cars, got them done, and now I'm back here again.
So has that really grown your social media?
I would say yeah. So, it's hard. Like I'm sure you guys know, it's hard to get like followers on Instagram. It's super easy to get them on TikTok, or like other medias, because it's just easier. So like we posted a lot of content. We did 1 million views that month, just overall on the content, which is good. You get a lot of eyes on you. We didn't get like a ton of followers, but at least like the names out there. It's like, oh yeah, Maverick Detailing takes care of the Cboys. If Maverick Detailing is good enough for the Cboys, it's good enough for whoever else.
Right, pretty much.
That's awesome. Yeah, so that was good for your brand. Super.
Oh,
good
absolutely,
for your brand.
absolutely. And the connections too is like the big thing. Like, they're gonna be buying and selling cars a ton. So it's like, hey, Noah, we just got this R8. Would you come ceramic coat it? It's like, absolutely. It's a good connection to have. They're super fun to hang out with. It's a great spot. It's a great atmosphere.
So are you bringing all your stuff here, or are you using a lot of?
No,
is that white car?
Yeah, so that's my Porsche. So I also have a rental car business as well.
Okay.
So so I just drive whatever one's available. But I just
So you personally have that business?
What's the part? I have it's like grouped in with a guy. So his name is Jimmy. He's
Mr.
He's
Beast?
like, no, I wish. No, he's a really another good mentor of mine. He's super focused, super dialed. He's given me a lot of advice, but it was his business, and then I actually just kind of got into it, started managing it for him, and now I take an owner's draw. So,
nice.
Yeah, so
you take that car out here every time, and you just got it loaded up?
I just load it up, bring all the stuff. Eventually, if I get, that resident detailer title, I think I'll probably buy, a set of everything I need, leave it here in a toolbox, and then just fly back and forth, because a 12-hour drive is insane. A 12-hour drive is
especially when
gnarly.
You left at it was like 10 p.m. or something.
So I left at 10 p.m., got here at 10:30.
Seems like a terrible time to do it, right when you're prime sleeping time.
Oh, yeah. Left at 10:30, drove through the night, got here at 10:30 in the morning, and then did a full work day. It's
wow.
Dang.
You got to crush it, though.
Of course, you have to.
Well, so I have a question about, because Jack does detailing, and there's a lot of, I think about the pressure washer. I think about, all these smaller businesses that are...
Yeah.
With yours, though, you're doing these exotic cars, and I'm sure you charge a premium, to be able to do some of these, but how do you price yourself and continue to have work? Because someone's paying a lot of money for their car to get detailed, and how do you price yourself so high?
Yeah. So it all just really depends on the service. If you looked at our prices and then looked at, a competitor's price that's right next to us, they're going to be pretty similar. Mine's either going to be higher or it's going to be lower. But we're sending out consistently the same job. So it's like this car came in, it's going to leave the same as this car that came in, I would say there's a formula for everything. So what's our cost for detailing the car? What's the cost for our employee to do it? What's the cost for the chemicals? What's the cost for the overhead? You kind of put all that in there, and then you kind of just decide, what do you want to make? What's it worth it to you? Me personally, I'm not doing a disaster detail for $100. That's going to be $500. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need...
But it's going to look...
Exactly.
Is it going to look the same as...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It will be the same as Jimmy's vehicle, who just got cleaned as well. It's just... You kind of got to figure out your price point with everybody else, because obviously you can't be so much higher than the last guy or so much lower than the other guy. But it's really just what's it worth to you. The client, most of the time, the clients that are around me, they're not really going to care. Whether a detail's $500 or $400, that last $100, it's not that big a deal. It's the experience. How do you make them feel? Are you picking up their vehicle? Are you going to be, that concierge that goes, picks it up, details it? Yeah.
For every
Any package, yeah. You go there.
So you charge more, but you do a hell of a job.
The big thing is you can do a great job detailing, but the thing that's going to set you apart from another detail shop is the experience. If you go pick up the vehicle, you're putting in all the extras, like the little paper floor mats, the plastics on the protectant pieces, we do these little cards, with our number, a review, keychains, some promotional products, and then just checking in on them. It's like, hey, how's the detail looking? Car still looking good? Did you notice anything? Looks perfect. A lot of the guys that I do, they enjoy going to car shows. So it's like, how long does it take me to send them the link to that next car show that's coming up? It's like, hey man, I want to see you there. It's like keeping that connection. I try not to build a client relationship. I want to have like a friendship relationship with everybody. I want to be that
So
go-to
the
guy.
follow-ups is really important
Yeah,
for you.
follow up, making sure that, especially when you're doing a high ticket job, like if you're going to be spending $2,000 at a shop, you want to have that communication. Like, hey, your shop's or the car's looking good. It's in the shop. This is the process that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And then when they're doing a ceramic coating, some of these people do a ceramic coating and they just let it go, and they're not, texting the guy, making sure that everything looks good. I send like 4 or 5 text messages afterward, just seeing how he's doing, how the car's doing. Maybe his kids trying
And I'm
out.
sure that gets you more in the future. That's
Yeah,
why you can
absolutely.
continue to detail these
Absolutely. If the person can remember the job you did, but also remember the way they made you feel, the way you made them feel, it's going to be like, yeah, I'll recommend it to all my friends.
people. Wow.
Very business orientated.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which is good. So talk to us about this prank that you guys pulled on Ken last time you were down here.
Yeah, so we were all driving around we had gone on the new boat. CJ took us out on the new wakeboard boat. We went around and we were just having some fun. And then we drove to Zorba's because, I don't know, CJ, they were just grabbing some food, whatever. And Ken was there and he's like, oh, like just for the love of the game, like you should go in and just act like a crazy fan. Like,
So, because he didn't know you.
no. So I had done this was the first night I was here.
Yeah.
And I came in and like, I came in on a Saturday or something. So like
Sure.
everyone was kind of just doing their own thing. And so he hadn't seen me. So I just, went into Zorba's, acted like a crazy fan, like got a picture with him, got some clips, and just like wouldn't let him go over to wherever he was trying to go. So that like kind of set it up. It made it so it was like, he at least knew who I was, like that I was a crazy fan. Well, the day after, it was so hard because he kept, now it's a Monday or whatever. Mm-hmm. Whenever I started working again, it was like, he's coming into his office or wherever to get this. So I got to like run upstairs and hide real quick because, we don't know where this is going to go.
So they told you to just like keep it down. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
CJ told me to like
in case we continue
keep
it.
away. Yeah. So, after that, I just kind of stayed out of sight. They were going to, I'm trying to remember. They were going to have lunch at this shop, the main shop, because they get lunch every week or every day. And I was going to pull up and like just nag him and be like that crazy fan that pulls up to the shop because I'm sure there's other people that do it. Mm-hmm. And so I like walked in, I like started pranking him. I was like, "Oh, dude, like I need a picture, I need a sweatshirt, like I want you to take me to your house, like whatever."
Yeah.
He's
the shoreline impact
The
zone.
shoreline impact zone, exactly. So we just pranked him. We like walked around the shop, showed me his other car. A lot of it made it on, but like a lot of it didn't. Like
Yeah.
I kept that prank going for like 20 minutes. Like we
Wow.
were rolling. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that he's just like a pretty uncomfortable guy. Like he just, he's not gonna like push you or like get physical. He's just gonna be like, all right, man, like have a good one. Like he was trying to get me out of there.
Yeah.
The biggest point in that prank though, we went out and we like looked at his Cybertruck, whatever. Well, I actually have a Cybertruck in my rental business. So if the key was in that, I was gonna swipe up the drive because I know how to drive it. I was gonna like swipe up and take off with it. That would have made the clip.
Oh my
but
gosh.
The key wasn't in it. But that would have been a dialed
How
video.
did you stay like so locked in on it? I
Bro's
feel
an
like I
actor.
would.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It was kind of easy. Like if I didn't know them all at that point, it would have been kind of like
Uncomfortable?
oh, yeah. And I did not. There was a lot more dudes in there than I thought. But yeah, it was just kind of. I don't know. I'm not that shy. Like, you might as well
like
just,
you can do it.
Yeah, it's just for the clip. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was a funny
It was a
clip.
good prank. I read the comments. I was getting glazed in the comments. Just,
Glazed?
Yeah, it's a good.
What are they saying?
I don't know. Like just bring them on another video. Just
Yeah,
I don't
Things
know.
like that.
They enjoyed it. People enjoyed the
That's
prank.
cool.
It was good to like scroll down and see like, oh yeah, people appreciated it or people thought I was good at what I did.
So you just got beef with Ken now because not only did you prank him, but you broke his driver
yeah,
too?
so I broke his driver too. This is terrible. So I come down here, right?
Yeah.
I don't detail any of his cars. He didn't really ask me to, but I got a Cybertruck back at home, and I didn't think he'd want the Continental done or anything. So it's like, I'll definitely do it, but he never asked, and I also never really saw him enough.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe he thought like, oh, I didn't want to do any of his cars. I would have gladly done any of his cars.
Mm-hmm.
So the guys were like, we're going to go golfing. Like, do you want to go? I'm actually not, a terrible golfer. I golf back at home. I play a little bit. But, playing with some guys that you've been watching, your whole life or watching their videos, you're a big fan of them. It's a little bit different than just going and playing with the boys. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't really you can't really play the same. So I'm like nervous. I'm teeing up my ball super high. I absolutely biffed the last shot. I was terrible. And so like second hole, I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I was teeing it up so high. Like I teed up high. I smacked down, just breaks. I'm like, dude.
Oh no.
The craziest point, I broke a driver 2 weeks before. So this is my second one in a month. It was so stupid. But yeah, I don't think I'm a terrible golfer. I'm definitely not great. But I can go play 9 holes and be not too far behind.
Just broke two drivers.
Two drivers in a month. I was really shooting for a third. I really wanted to get a new one.
Sure.
But no, it worked out well because CJ just gave him his old driver.
Oh,
and then,
sure.
I detailed CJ's car. So
We should have like a barbecue or something around the shop.
You know, we do partner with All Soccer Meats. Let's try their new location in Fargo.
We are going to Fargo today. That would probably be good, but wouldn't it just be counterproductive to stop in Fargo when there's one in Breck right now?
That's the best part. You can get the best meat at any of their stores.
That is true, and they're open 7 days a week.
So if you're located in Ottoman, Fargo, or Breckenridge, go check out All Soccer Meats.
Or anywhere in the area. It's honestly worth the drive, you guys. Make sure you check out All Soccer. Visit allsoccermeats.com or check out a store location near you.
All Soccer Meats, your trusted source for quality and freshness.
Brushmark Signs is a family-owned and operated business out of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Their designers can create logos, banners, indoor or outdoor signs,
Digital message boards, decals, and apparel.
as well as promotional items, window tinting, and more. Guys, they literally do it all. They even ship nationwide.
Give them a call at
218-847-3599.
or visit brushmarksigns.com.
Thank you, Brushmarks. Going back to like the detailing side of it,
Yeah.
do you have like a pretty decent like work-life balance? Or are you pretty locked in
No.
on detail? Yeah, you're
no
just detailing
work-life
right now?
balance. There's not a work-life balance.
Yeah.
Right now, especially when you're trying to grow a business, like I keep a pretty close circle of friends. Like, you know, I'm not out partying. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't do extracurricular activities, if you'd say.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'll go hang out with the boys or do whatever. The biggest thing is like, I really enjoy sleeping in, so I'm not getting up before 8:30. You know,
Really?
I'll go.
Yeah, that's
I'll
different.
go into the work at 9, but none of these other people want to drop their car off at 7 or 8 in the morning.
Right.
So shop can kind of open up at 9, get things rolling, but then you just hire an employee and he gets in there and
So
opens the
are
shop.
you working late then?
Yeah, so on a general day, like let's say I'm not hanging out with anybody, I got like a big project in, I'll run like 9 a.m. to midnight or whatever, just
Wow.
get it done. Because the biggest thing is like, if I'm in my 20s right now, I'm really trying to enjoy my 40s,
Sure.
not have to work as much, get, a couple businesses that give me passive income.
Sound like this guy over
Yeah.
here. That's all he says all
Mine
the time.
as well, just work the extra couple hours,
Yep.
get the job done, and then, your 20s are your grinding age. Like you might as well just get things done. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't hear that very often from a lot of people.
No.
It's mostly I'm sure you've got that from your mentors.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the people nowadays, it's like
Yeah, party,
the opposite
drink,
of that.
Yeah.
play some video games. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used
No,
to
it's grind
hate
time.
work though. I used to hate work. Working sucked.
Well, when you're doing it for yourself, you're
so
building.
much different,
You're
yeah.
building your future. Like it's all about you. You
Exactly.
know. Whereas if dude, I hated it too when I was working for someone else. I'm like, dude, I'm building this guy. Obviously, I wasn't doing shit. All I was
Right,
doing was
yeah.
helping move some
Well,
rock
it's
for the
also like-
landscaping
Yeah.
business,
You also
but-
think like, how much am I making someone else right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
right.
I'm getting paid
Right.
$15 an hour, but how much
This
are
guy
they
is-
making off of me right now? So
Yeah.
that's kind of
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Especially for like a bigger company too. Like I feel like, if you're working for Chick-fil-A, you're not making a difference. You could go leave and you'll replace. But if you're working for like a smaller company, it's like, oh, at least you get to see the difference. Like,
Right.
yeah, so that's a big thing I try to do as like somebody's boss, I guess. Like that dude makes more than I do. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to make sure that he's taken care of. He's got a family. He's got a house that he's got to pay for. Like make sure that he's taken care of, and I don't need to really take that much money because I live at home and I don't have that much overhead. So
And you're building equity in the shop and the
Yep.
location, and
yeah,
it'll all get paid back.
Exactly.
So you
Yeah,
don't got
all
to
the
worry
work
about
you
it
put
right
in
now.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you want to do with Maverick Detailing? Like, is this the long-term play, or do you see an exit strategy from it?
Yeah, so I really just kind of treat it as like a stepping stone, but it's kind of like my baby. Like it's the first like real business that, means something to me.
Yeah,
like I have
yeah.
a nice following on social media. I am super into cars. I don't really do the detailing necessarily for the money. It's more to like not really keep score, but just like keep things going. I would say like the goal would just to have multiple different companies. I'd love to grow Maverick Detailing into a spot where it's like, okay, we got a location here, we got a location over here, location here, but it doesn't have to be. I just need to have a nice, maybe get into real estate or just have like a nice pool of money that I can play with eventually.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what are some other side ventures you're thinking about?
Yeah, so like I said, right now I've got like the rental car company. That's pretty cool. It's we pretty much do everything. So it's like passive income for the guy who owns the company. And then as owners, he does maybe like the logistics side of it, texting people, making sure that people are happy. And then on my side, I'm the one driving the cars to the airport, making sure they're clean, maintained. This one needs an oil change, bring it here. That dude has connections though. Like for instance, we have a BMW X5, brake job on that, $4,000. He can get it done like from some guy that's BMW certified for $1,000. Like he just has connections.
It's all about who you know.
Yeah,
not what you know.
No, it is. It is. That's a big thing. Like if you can have people in your phone, like the quote is, your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
But like it's so true. If you have somebody in your phone that you can call and like, hey, like I can do this for you, or I have this idea, or by the end of the time that your phone call is done, you can have their money in your pocket. Not even like taking it from them, but just, buy an idea or a service you offer. That is that's so valuable.
So powerful.
Yeah.
It's honestly about who you know.
Exactly.
And we've experienced that with our own businesses.
Oh, I'm sure. You guys meet a ton of people on the podcast. I bet you guys have like a lot of connections, which is great. That's what I try to do.
That's really what it's all about. Like you just take stepping stones too. It's not like you're going to get to where we are right now in one day.
Right.
But I was going to ask you, what do you do when you're not working on cars? Or are you pretty much just like business oriented?
No, yeah. So I have a good group of friends. I try to keep like a nice tight circle just so that I have,
Yeah.
There's no point in having 15 friends that know a little about you. You'd rather have like 2 or 3 that know everything about you.
Yeah.
So like I got a couple really good friends. I'll shout out my three. I got Jackson, Elijah, Colton. They'll enjoy those. Yeah. But yeah, so I golf. I love to work out. I've recently gotten into the gym pretty frequently. So like the last 6 months, I've been working out. Golf. I like racing. So like we have like a nice go-kart track by us. So I'll race go-karts. Sometimes if I can get out to a track day, my grandpa's pretty into cars. So if I can get out to a track day, that's pretty fun too. But yeah, other than that, like the business is essentially like a passion project too. So it's like the business gives me other curricular activities as well. Like, oh, this client's got a car. Well, after work, we can go shoot it, do rollers or do some clips. So it's like, that's kind of fun too. But yeah, golfing. The other extra, scootering downtown. We get those
like
Lime scooters.
Yeah.
Dude, $10 for an hour, you cannot get a better deal. Like I've got
Bro's a salesman for Lime.
No, I should be. I've got 200 plus hours on those scooters.
That's
you
crazy.
can do whatever. Like
Sure.
200 miles. Like that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
You could go like $10. You can go rip up to like a restaurant and then go to the DeVos place. That's like a a theater or whatever. You can go watch whatever's there.
And it's not your scooters.
Exactly. You can abuse the piss out of these things. And once it breaks or something happens, you just go put it in the park and get a new one. It's one of the most fun. Like I've had some of the most fun on a scooter. It's insane.
That's awesome.
No, we got to ride those in Chicago.
Yeah, we did.
Hey,
Chicago's super fun.
Dude, it's sick.
Yeah.
We went there for a concert and we were like in the safer part, like North Chicago by like Trump Tower and the pier and all that.
Super nice area.
Didn't you mention you had something?
Yeah.
You went there?
Yeah, crazy story with this. So I'm getting trained with PPF right now.
Yeah.
Paint protection film. So there's a super great place in Chicago that teaches it, optical PPF solutions. And they do classes and stuff. So you'll learn to do PPF. They show you everything. Super good class. E-Man was my instructor. Probably one of the best PPF installers in the world, I'd say. Like he's dialed. So we went there and you just kind of assume that everyone that's in that class is learning PPF to make money. Yeah. It's like you wouldn't really go learn this trade if you weren't trying to make money off of it. So we've got this like guy and he is I don't know. He's like wearing like a Lambo shirt and he's got like a nice pair of shorts on. Like you can tell he's got some money. And so he's just like kind of talking casually. Like I heard like a last clip. He's like, yeah, my like Porsche. I'm like, oh, like this dude's got some motion, like Porsche or whatever. So I like kind of like started to get to know him. I was like asked like what he does. He owns like a cleaning company. So I was like trying to get to the root, like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Well, he's learning how to do PPF for his cars. And so like, you know, you can always talk up a little bit of game, like, you know, make yourself look a little bit better than you actually are in any instance. And so he's like, yeah, like, I want to learn. I got a Porsche 911. And I was like, you do? Like, really? He's like, yeah, GT2 RS. I'm like, really? Like, I kind of doubt that. Like, there's no way. Because that's you know, the one that he's talking about, the details he's talking about, it's like a $500,000 car, like a super nice one. So like, really? Like, that's crazy.
And also, if you have that, you're probably the normal person would just pay to get it done.
Yeah, pay to get it done.
They wouldn't do it themselves.
Doing it themselves.
So that's why it's even harder to believe.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all right, like, you know, but you never want to judge a book by its cover or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's such a cool guy. So Rich is his name. Baller. Absolute baller. So PPF class gets done, and like, we're going to go out, explore the town, do whatever. And so like the other guys were like, yeah, like, let's go look at your car collection. Like, let's go look at it. Because apparently he had said some other cars that he has too. So you're like, all right. So
he's local to Chicago then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
so he lives about an hour away. I rode with another guy, my boy Chase, and we're just driving up there. You pull up, and this neighborhood's got like some dumpy houses in the front, and then like you go onto this path, and their estates that are on this path are just absurd. Like you've got, you know, 15,000 square foot homes, just huge.
Yeah.
So like we pull in, and his house looks like a hotel. Like it is
that
just insane. Like the level of wealth out in Chicago, it's pretty absurd. So like we pull up, his house is decked out, long driveway. Not that asphalt crap. It's pavement. It is pavement. Like we drive up, he's got like cars that we'd put in our garage, like Escalade, Tesla Model X, Mercedes, like G-Class, whatever, just all outside. Mm-hmm. So like what's inside? Whole collection of cars. Just insane. So coolest cars there, GT500 Hennessy, 1,000 horsepower build. Ferrari 812 super fast, it's super nice. McLaren 720, Lamborghini STO, the Porsche 911 GT2 RS. He had like some other ones too.
And you were like, I can detail all.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Everyone there probably was thinking
they
that.
were. And so he's being truthful. He had all these cars. He had there's some more cars, but he had all these cars, and yeah, the dude has so much free time and so much passive income that he just wants to learn how to PPF his cars because it's something that he can do for fun. It's like, if he enjoys doing it, he enjoys taking care of his own cars. It's like,
what up, Ryan?
It's like, you know, he enjoys this. So, yeah, we all went there. He ordered us pizza to the house as soon as we got there. We go into his house. Private gun range. Like he's building a shooting range for the bottom of his house.
Oh my gosh.
Full like secret gun room, movie theater. Like it's a pretty dialed house. Like this is a pad that you'd have a party, golf simulator, like whatever. So we got pizza or whatever. He throws it away because we want to go drive these cars to like a super nice Mexican restaurant. So he lets us rip these cars. I got to drive.
Like you got to drive.
Yeah, I drove all of them. We went on a cruise. He's like, I'm thinking like, yeah, if you're letting us drive some land, like all these other guys are 20 years old, you know, 20-year-olds. So if you're letting a couple kids rip these, you know, we got $4 million worth of cars out on the road, you're going to be driving slow. No, he is just hammering down. We're ripping everywhere. That's probably, if not one of the best times of my life, just ripping it. The money out there though, it's just, everybody's just whipping a nice car. Like it's really motivating.
Yeah. Did he finish like the course? Did he do the rest of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's taking like 3 other PPF courses too. Like he just goes around, just does it. He's a baller. But yeah, since I've been to that class, so it's been like maybe like 5 or 6 months, he's bought like 4 other cars, like Lamborghini Revuelto.
Are you in touch?
What?
Are you in touch with him?
I'm in touch a little bit. Yeah, I want to go out there again.
Go clean his cars?
Yeah, I want to clean them or get one of them
awesome.
or some of them to the shop or do something with them.
Yeah.
He'd be the type of guy like, you know, like let's go take the boys out there and rip them or whatever. He'd let that happen. So maybe we'll go out there sometime. Film a podcast
crazy.
with him and then drive all of his cars.
Dude.
That'd be a pretty baller. That'd be a baller experience.
Insane.
Yeah.
Well, let's make that happen.
Yeah, I got you.
From the young entrepreneur perspective, like you've killed it so far.
Yeah.
So good job and congratulations.
I appreciate it.
But for anybody else who's watching that like kind of wants to do the same thing, they want to start their business, they're young people. Obviously, we're still young yet, but you have some advice that you could give. What would you say to those guys?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like you got to have a passion for it. whatever you're going to end up doing, whether it's
Yeah.
just like e-commerce or like making a clothing brand or detailing or whatever, you just got to have like a passion for it. It's got to be something that you can wake up and be like, oh yeah, I want to do this. The other thing would probably be to take risks. I think like not taking risks in the beginning may have held me back a little bit.
Sure.
If you don't have money for that thing, still go buy it. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have the money to go buy, you know, like let's say you're starting a clothing brand, you don't have the funds to get 500 units of it or whatever, find somebody to give you the money and just go do it. Because taking risks, I mean, when you're 20 years old, you got your parents to fall back on, you've got, you know, friends and family to fall back on. It's like you're not really losing anything if you spend a couple grand trying to grow your dream. So
Yeah.
I'd say like take risks, spend the money even if you don't have it. I'd say being consistent is another really good thing. Like, you know, everyone can do a clothing brand and launch a line, but are you going to do it again next month and the month after?
Yeah.
Everyone can detail a car, but are you going to keep doing it after one gets annoying? Or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. So staying consistent is the biggest thing. Consistency is going to beat out talent anytime. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you can be super good at detailing a car, but if you're not consistent, it's like, what are you
Doesn't
doing?
matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we just want to thank you for meeting us here today.
Yeah.
This is a cool experience for us, but also
Absolutely.
we learned a lot about you, and I'm really excited to see what you do, because
Absolutely.
with your idea of doing a whole bunch of different businesses, I'm excited to watch it. Maybe we could do another interview here down the road.
Dude,
Yeah.
we have to. Maybe next time I'll have you guys come out to Michigan. You can check out the shop, check out the
Yeah.
layout. We're
That'd
going
be
to film
awesome.
a podcast in there.
That'd be
Perfect.
sweet.
One thing we do at the end of the show is we'll give you some giant seeds.
Okay.
I don't think we have any on here, but thank you, Giants, for sponsoring. No, it's all good. I think they're in the tub. But thank you, Giants, for sponsoring. Thank you guys for watching the Beyond the Spotlight podcast. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next Monday at 6 p.m. for our new series. No, that's
No.
after this. Just kidding. It's already posted. Go watch it.
Okay. Peace.
Yeah, peace.